Hello everyone, Melody here, mom of 4 in our blended family of 6, homeschooler for 7 years, just finished our 7th year. Next year will be our 8th year. And today's video is going to be about summer break and how do we, in a home of 6, manage to still get things done in the summer without being schedule crazy, which is my habit. Stick with me and I will briefly tell you all about it. If you like today's video, make sure and give it a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Like and subscribe to our channel. Follow along with us for a whole summer of fun homeschool blended family videos. If you've been watching our channel for any length of time, you've probably noticed that I love structure. I'm a type A personality all day long. I love structure, I love lists, I love knowing what's coming up and planning the calendar, and these are some great strengths of mine and some of my greatest challenges. My kids also thrive off of a certain level of structure, but they want to be kids and they want to have fun, especially when summer comes. Now, finding a balance between the two is part of what is giving me this drive to make some changes for next school year. But summertime has always been a particular challenge for me because our routine kind of goes out the window once summer hits, and I get a little bit frantic, feeling like there's so much to do, nothing's getting done. I don't like having to hover over the children or make sure they're doing their stuff. And so this will be our 3rd summer using our summer plan, as I will show you in just a minute, to help guide the kids to be a little bit productive and still do their self-care stuff, get the basic things that they need to get done, and give them a sense of freedom. I just finished getting these put together on our computer. I update them every single year because life changes, the kids get older, what we need to do adjusts, and I typed these up and printed them off, and I just wanted to share them with you. You can see there is some blue tape here that I used obviously to cover the kids' names, but we will start with the Bean. This is her summer plan, and all of the summer plans are very similar. It starts off with the basics. Have you made your bed and tidied your room, showered yourself, gotten dressed, had breakfast, brushed your teeth? Just those basic self-care things. I know not everybody is into making the bed every day and making sure your kids' room are clean, but that's something that's important to us in our home, and it's an important habit that I want our children to develop, and so it's part of their summer routine. And then we have some, I wouldn't say academic, but some purpose-driven activities. We're asking them if they worked on their project. Now this summer, this is something new. I'm going to have each of the kids choose a summer project, and it can be anything under the sun. It can be, I want to learn more about earthworms, or more likely the bookworm will say World War II or photography. Bean might say, I want to do more crafts and art. And so it can be anything that they want it to be. I just want them to make sure to dedicate some time to working on the things that they love, because it is so easy to find yourself plopped in front of a screen and then all the time you had to do things is gone. And so they need to work on the project of their choice. They need to work on their Rosetta Stone. I'm going to continue to have them do 10 to 15 minutes of Rosetta Stone. We do that year round. My kids aren't super excited about it, but I personally feel like understanding a foreign language is really important for multiple reasons, and so whether they're thrilled about it or not, that's something we'll continue to work on in bite-sized pieces. They have chores. I was reading a book, actually I'm listening to an audiobook currently, which I'm overall loving, but she did have a chapter on how you shouldn't have your children do chores, and I could not disagree more. Chores are important to us in our household. My husband and I both do much better when our house is cleaner. My kids do much better when the house is clean, but I am not their maid, and so we all work together to keep a clean home. And we've divided the chores based on age and ability, and everybody puts in a little bit of effort to keep our house clean. I feel like that teaches them responsibility, it teaches them to take pride in our home, and it teaches them to take care of things even when they don't want to. Especially, you don't want your kid to be that kid that goes over to somebody else's house and trashes their house and doesn't even care. So they do have some chores to do. I've got those listed here. A big one is you need to make sure you've helped someone in the house. That is pretty open-ended. It can be with anything. You just need to make the effort to go to somebody else in her home and ask them, hey, can I help you with something? This is another one of her chores. And then they need to make sure they've played outside for at least an hour, pretty much regardless of the weather, because I know it won't be too cold. It's summertime. Now, you may use your time freely with a caveat. If they want screen time, they first need to complete some kind of educational screen time activity or watch some kind of educational show that matches the amount of time they want for their fluff TV. You'll notice I didn't put reading on here. Some people are like, oh, make sure they do summer reading. Our kids are big readers. I don't need to put it on the list. Sometimes I need to ask them to step away from their books to do other things. So that is not something I'm worried about having in short supply. As far as educational activities on the screen, this can be anything like, I want to learn where chocolate comes from, or I want to learn how to bake a cake. So maybe they get on Pinterest and spend some time looking up recipes because they want to learn more about cake making. Maybe it is watching some YouTube videos on how chocolate's made. Maybe it is playing math games on the computer, which Bean loves in particular. It's whatever they want, as long as it's roughly educational. My next list is Skippy's, and you'll see it's got that same self-care stuff in the beginning, and then a list of chores she needs to do. Her chores are a little bit different. She's 14, so she's a little more capable than the 9-year-old of doing some bigger chores. And then we have our same screen time rule. I hope this is coming in clearly for you so you can see these well. The last list I have is for the bookworm. Same thing, self-care, few chores, work on your project, and it's that simple. All of this stuff down here won't take very long. Outside of being outside for an hour, we're looking at 30 minutes to an hour of their day, and then they're free to do whatever they want for the rest of the day. I appreciate knowing that they've done something productive and that they've taken care of those self-care needs without me having to follow them around. Did you brush your teeth? Did you brush your hair? Did you take your shower? And nag them. All I have to say is, did you check your list? And they can check the list and see for themselves exactly what does or doesn't need to be done. Then the kids like the freedom of me not nagging them and then being able to have the rest of their day to do whatever they please. Of course, we are hoping to do things like get out to the beach and go for hikes and do some fun stuff this summer. And so these lists are a guide that we use on days when we're home all day and it's summer, so they're flexible. They can adjust as needed to best suit the needs of our home on any given day. So that was just a brief rundown of what our summer plan is and what kind of structure we have in our home. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope it gave you some ideas. If you have some other ideas on great ways to structure your home in summer, please put a comment in that box below. As I said earlier, like our video, subscribe to our channel, follow along. I love getting your guys' input and feedback. It is super helpful to me. I hope you can all go outside and enjoy the sun this summer, and I will catch you next time.